let's have some fun. What I want to do is do something very simple that is not worry about making music or drawing that can get pretty complicated pretty quick. We're just going to explore some of the sounds within Pro Tools and some of the instruments that we can use. And so we're going to do what's called importing a Midi file. And that Midi file basically has all the notes being played on different tracks. And it's a song. And we can just insert instruments, choose different sounds, and make it happen. So what I'd like for you to do is call this YDB space dash space and your last name. Now the spaces and the dash, that's me, but anyways, YDB dash your last name. Quickly review: wave, 24-bit, 48K sample rate, interleaved, the location's important, users, your period, desktop. That's going to make the folder on the desktop of this project that we're creating. Let's hit create. We see the blank edit window, and what we're going to do is go to file and import Midi. All right, and again, Midi is all the note information for the various tracks, and we're going to import that. And we have downloaded it from Canvas. Should be in the downloads folder, and I'll show you how to do that. So click on Midi. Up comes, hey, what Midi file do you want to import? And we need to click on the downloads on the side here, because that is where we downloaded this Khalid Young, Dumb, and Broke Midi file. Go ahead and hit open. This is an important spot here. We want this information to go onto an instrument track. You have a choice of a MIDI track, just like when you make new tracks, you have a choice of a MIDI track, but we can't insert a sound. MIDI has no sound associated with it. So we have to have an instrument track. We want it to start at the beginning of the session start, and we do want to import the tempo map because there's a specific tempo that is going along with the song, even though this isn't a tempo mapped song. So hit OK. And here we have 4 tracks: drums, keys, bass, and lead. Now I want to be really, really, really clear. MIDI is this note data that C1, that note is triggering a kick drum, that's triggering a snare drum, that these are hi-hats, that there's a series of chords being played, F sharp, A sharp, and C sharp. And these parts start where they start. But there is no sound. So if I hit play, I'm not hearing anything. But this MIDI data really wants to communicate with instruments. So we're just going to go through and put in some instruments that we'd like to experiment with. So that's what we're going to do. Actually, I'll do it like this. I'll keep going. Let's go ahead and put in expand. Now let's stop.